Hello and welcome back to Mindful Man Tarot. This is a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. We're going to be doing an energy reading, a current situation, and then a possible future timeline. And then we will finish off the reading with an Earth Magic Oracle card. Let's see what your current energy is. Aries, let's see what your energy is. And if you like this, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing it. Greatly appreciate as it helps my channel grow. Aries. So we have this Knight of Cups coming in for you, Aries. This is about a romance coming in slowly and surely, and this might be someone that's shy, or this might be you that's being shy and just not willing to express yourself towards your romantic interest. But I see this as you moving slowly forward and moving, in this reliable fashion where you are willing to put yourself out there. You're just kind of waiting for the right time. So whether this is someone emotionally or romantically available that's coming into your energy field, you're just kind of being very careful on when you let them in, being very careful on when you invite that energy in. Yeah, I see this as the storm is clearing for you emotionally. Like there's no more crazy emotional waves you're going to be going through after this. And it's just calming down. The sky is calming, the water's calming. Emotionally, everything is kind of calming down. And this is turning into just a gentle new cycle where, you will invite this love in, this romance in when you're ready. When you're sure you're ready, when you're sure this person isn't ticking off, the wrong boxes. So it's a good card to have. It is shrouded with a little bit of shyness, but I feel like maybe it's also, you being cautious for the right reasons. Let's see what we have in your current situation, Aries. Current situation for Aries, please. So current situation. You are walking away from what hasn't served you. And what hasn't served you is Five of Cups. This could be friendships that haven't served you. This could be romance that hasn't served you. But you are ready to leave the past behind. And this card can be shrouded with pain, can be shrouded with hurt. This Five of Cups. It can be, a painful situation that you just don't want to deal with anymore. So you're just moving ahead and moving in a new direction. This is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So this might be a situation that was involved with work or a passion project with someone that hasn't worked out the way that you wanted it to. And it's just left you hurt, maybe even a little bit jaded by the situation. You're just saying, you know what, I don't want this anymore. I don't care. I know it didn't work out, but I'm sick of this and I'm just ready to move on and just leave everything else behind. What else do we have in your current situation? We have this Page of Pentacles. And this Page of Pentacles is clarified by this Queen of Swords. So in this new reality, this message of this new reality that's coming in for you or has come in for you, we have you being very intellectual with your knowing of who you are and knowing of how you're going to contribute to this reality and what you're going to do in this reality. This Queen of Swords is saying, you are very sharp. You know when to be emotionally available, when not to be emotionally available, when to be emotionally detached, and when to use your intellect and your intuition and your wisdom. And maybe that is what's bringing in this new reality, is your discernment on when to use your wisdom, your discernment on when to be emotionally available and when to be attached emotionally. And maybe that is what is inviting in this new reality where you can really just do whatever you want. This card could be about you just dependably going through your life the way that you need to for yourself. And that might be a lot to do with what's going on in your current situation with this Five of Cups. I need to move on away from this painful situation that isn't working for me, because this is the way that I need to progress and move on in life. And I'm just really feeling that whole thing, and you're just slowly and reliably just, okay, well, I'm just going to wait and see what comes next. And when the good situation comes, I'm going to just very cautiously move towards it without any sort of sudden movements as to not scare the situation away. Let's see what we have in a possible future timeline for you, Aries. If you have a different interpretation of any of this, please comment it down below, or if this resonates and you want to share some of your story, please comment that down below. This is just my interpretation of this particular tarot deck. Let's keep going here. Possible future timeline, please. Only the highest messages for Aries. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we got. Excuse me. We have this Nine of Pentacles. This card is about abundance. This is about abundance that you are creating. This is abundance you're creating, and it is clarified by this Eight of Cups. And this Eight of Cups is kind of like the Five of Cups card in your current situation, except there isn't so much pain clouded and shrouded around this card. This Eight of Cups is like, you know what, that stuff's happened, I'm ready to let it go, I'm moving on. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. This time with my friends didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I'm moving on. I'm seeking higher ground. I'm moving on to a new land. And that energy and that attitude and that ability to let go and not be attached to the way you thought things should work out is really going to bring you in abundance. It's really going to invite in that abundance by letting go, by not being attached. We also have this Three of Cups and this Three of Wands. So 3-3, we have double threes here. This Three of Cups is about spending time with friends, spending time with family, spending time in celebration, partying, dancing, letting loose, letting your hair down. So in the future, there is going to be this ability to do that. And this might shift and kick you off in a new spiritual journey where you're starting to just leave the other things behind, the other passions behind, the other spiritual ideals behind that just don't resonate with you anymore. So there's just a lot of this leaving stuff behind and going in a different direction. I never looked at this before, but they're both facing the same way, and I just kind of got chills, And as I saw before, this card is actually about an eclipse. So this is like after the eclipse, this is something you're going to have a realization with, and then maybe in a new phase of this moon, in a waxing moon. I usually don't look at that literally, but maybe in the waxing moon, you will really get an inspiration about what your new spiritual journey needs to be and how you're going to head in that direction, what you are willing to leave behind. You're leaving behind all of these emotional things that didn't work out, these other spiritual aspects of yourself that didn't align. Not a bad thing to let things go and leave things behind. And what else do we have in a possible future timeline? We have the possibility of extreme happiness. This Sun card can be the happiest card in the tarot deck. And this extreme happiness can come in when you are willing to see what the universe is trying to offer you. You know, we have this Four of Cups, we have the Sun card. When you're willing to let go of the things that didn't work out, you know, you're so focused on these 3 cups here, these 3 cups that you're happily walking away from, these 3 cups that are spilt over and causing you anguish in your current situation. When you're so focused on those things that didn't work out the way that you wanted to, you're not seeing what the universe is offering you. It's trying to offer you a new cycle of emotional abundance, of emotional freedom, of emotional success. And this is with the Sun card. The Sun card, they're trying to say, we're going to give you happiness. Happiness is just around the corner for you, Aries. You just have to let go of what you're holding on to. You just have to look around, whether that's physically or emotionally or spiritually, whatever it is, you have to just kind of look at the other options, not just, oh, this didn't work out for me, this didn't work out for me. You know, it's like if you're going to not live in the past and be in the present moment, you could witness the beautiful gifts and synchronicities that the universe is going to offer you, and it is going to result in an extreme amount of happiness. And this might be because you have all of this abundance coming in. This Nine of Pentacles is about all of this abundance, you know, finishing off a cycle of something you've created to a very abundant fruition. This Three of Cups is about having so much fun with your friends and your family. Maybe this is the Ace of Cups. You know, you're realizing, you know what, I have it all this whole time. And when you can start to look at what you have in the present moment, you can realize the happiness is right there. We have this Sun card right there. Let's get into an Earth Magic Oracle card. And let's see what our final message or messages are for you, Aries. So we have volcano, volatility. So this isn't like control yourself or you're going to explode. This is like sometimes things are going to explode and they're going to be out of your control. It's going to be something beyond, you know, something beyond what you're used to. Maybe there's going to be this explosion in your life, or maybe there is this explosion right now happening that is really just pushing you out of your comfort zone, letting you know you can't always control everything. You know, being the fire sign, we can't always control it. Sometimes we have to just let go and get out of the way of the destruction. This isn't even like go with the flow. Don't go with the flow with the lava. You're going to get burned. You're going to die. Let go. Get out of the way. Find a place where you can be safe from this explosion. Whether this is explosion that's happening inside of you from what's happening, or just as external world is exploding around you and you're just kind of had enough of it. I'm going to leave it there for you, Aries. Like I said earlier, if you like this, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. I very greatly appreciate it. I love you. Namaste.